Welcome back to the rest of the story. You can see the farm foreman is running around in the background. He's running around behind the spreader making sure I was doing a good job, I guess. He didn't really complain too much later on, so I must have done a fairly good job. We are broadcasting fertilizer on our hay ground. We took off second cut a handful of days ago. You can see that the field is just starting to turn green again, but it's just not really quite there yet. The lack of rain here. We haven't had rain in a little over 10 days. As of right now, it's been about 12. And the crops are showing it. Well, the hay field is showing it. I mean, the hay is coming back, but a shot of moisture on it would really help. We're going through and putting fertilizer down because second crop hay was kind of light. The quality was really great. It didn't get any rain on it from the time we cut it to the time we baled it to the time it was put inside. It didn't get any rain on it at all. So the quality is really there. It was some really nice stuff that we were baling, if you guys could see that. But the problem is that quantity wasn't there. I mean, for what we made off of second cutting, the stuff would last maybe about 3 weeks. And winters around here in southwest Wisconsin last a lot longer than just a few weeks. Typically from the 1st of December to, well, last year was a little bit later. We were feeding bales all the way up to about the 1st of May. But typically I usually figure if we have enough for December 1st through April 1st, usually we can manage and get by for another couple weeks. So that's generally what we're going for right now. Our cattle herd is expanding. Our crop acres are expanding. I guess it's a time of growth for us. Kind of hard, to get too excited about it, to be completely honest with you, when you're looking at the crop prices where they're at. Cattle prices, I guess, are down. Everybody knows I'm not really too heavily invested in cattle right now, but that is the plan, to get back into beef cows, start getting a beef herd going, and either taking my calves up to feeder pound weight or feeder calf weight, about 500 pounds, and selling them off the cow, or taking none of them, some of them, or all of them, and maybe considering going and finishing out my own steers and heifers. I'll make that decision when the time comes. Or it may be just a purely market-driven decision. Depends on if I can justify feeding my own corn through them. We'll have to see. As far as corn and beans go, they still look really nice. I have no complaints. A lot of double ears. Brittany's pointed out a few stalks with 3 ears on them. She thought those were kind of neat. But our tripping over my own words again. Our fertilizer plan really seemed to pull through this year. We pulled some tissue samples a while back. I just got them back. The results are in that hitting it with the cultivator, my test trials show that I was deficient in potash before the cultivator, and my trial pass showed that we were, deficient with potash, and everything else was, suitable or adequate. But going over the next few rows and pulling the leaves from the corn that actually had gotten the side dress, it did show that it brought me from deficient into just inside the adequate for potash. So at least my levels were increased. It did from those levels that it was at, it definitely did help out my corn. Even the rest of the micros, it did pull those up also. So it's really looking good as far as doing the side dressing with the cultivator. Even Andrew says that he's really thinking, driving around the country, he covers a lot of territory. I mean, I think he gets up close to Madison, and that's about an hour and a half away. And he says that seeing what the corn looks like, comparing the rest of our corn even with the ground that we cultivated and side dressed, he says that it's really showing that we're definitely doing something, and definitely something positive. So that's reassuring. At least we're knowing we're not helping to be reassured that we're not just wasting time and burning fuel and getting a tan. And I guess we're going to end this video with Rocket cooling off in the tractor with me. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take care. Take it easy. Keep in touch. And why not? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button.